The following video is part of an online course that helps with theory and standards. There's more details in the links below.
Okay, so this is another fairly short session. We already know from our open water course that sound travels 4 times faster in water than it does in air. But how are you going to remember it's 4 times faster and not confuse it with heat? Well, people who play golf, they will know that 4 is the sound of a golf ball travelling through the air, so that might help. Actually, that's the way I remember it. You also learned that on land, when we hear a noise, it tends to hit our eardrums one just before the other, and that gives us a clue as to where the sound is coming from. But in water, both eardrums hear the sound more or less at the same time. That tends to confuse us, and it makes it seem like the sound is coming from up above. You might find questions about that. You might also find questions about sound and thermoclines. Now, there's very little written in PADI manuals about this, although there is a reference in the encyclopedia. But the bottom line is thermoclines can resist the transmission of sounds underwater. To be honest, I'm not exactly sure why it's important for a scuba diver to know this. Well, other than the fact that you need to pass an exam, of course. But I understand that submarine crews are always aware of this sound and thermocline thing. Anyway, as usual, there's some questions in the next section. I look forward to seeing you in the next video lesson.
So let's take a look at what's in your course. Over here on the left hand side we can see the main headings. I'm sure you can recognise these words. So they're the theory sections plus standards. Now within each of these categories we can find that there are several lessons. I think overall there's about 40 lessons, and each of those lessons are broken down into, well, either videos like this one here, and
so let's take a look at some of the questions that
there we go. So a video. Some of these are broken down into some presentations here. So we've got like presentations.
If you haven't dived for a while,
and
what program?
We have quizzes as well. So we have questions which are very PADI type of questions. So you can see these questions here, and we've got 4 answers, just like you have on most PADI exams. The difference between this and PADI exams is the fact that if you get the wrong answer here, not only will it tell you you've got the wrong answer, but it will also give you some guidance as to what the correct answer is and why it's the correct answer. So that's great. So you can work through all of those sections, and when you have done, you'll be ready for the final mock theory exams. And we've got 5 here, A, B, C, D and E. And each of these exams is written with the same content and the same format as those exams that you're going to find on your final instructor exam. The wording of the questions, of course, isn't the same. That's not the intention. The idea is that you can understand this and teach it to others as well, if necessary. So here we've got a mock exam, 5 different subjects, 12 questions in each subject, just like you'll find on the IE. You can work through all 5 exams and you can mark them yourself. Here's the answer key. When we move on to standard exams, we've got the same. You can see that we've updated these like the theory ones as well. These are 2021, so all of these are going to be answers you can find in the latest PADI instructor manual. So once again, we have exams structured exactly the same as you'll find on your final instructor exam. So work through these and answer those. And when you've done that, you can mark your own. Here we go. Now you can mark your answers. And not only have we got the right answer, but because the standard exam, the whole point of a standard exam is that you know where to find things in the manual. It's not necessary to know everything about an instructor manual in your own head. You do need to know where to find the answer. And to help you here, every single question that we've got where you can find it in the latest 2021 instructor manual. So here, like this, for example, this you'll find in the link in courses section on page 43. So that's the structure of this program. It's a lot of fun working through it. I'm looking forward to working with you. And when you're ready, we can start the first lesson, which is, of course, everybody's favorite, physics. Look forward to seeing you there.